Hey folks, it's Brian with RPG A Day 2018. It's the 29th. And the prompt question for today is share a friendship you have because of RPGs. Actually, I've got two sets of friends because of RPGs. The first set of friends were folks at my school, my high school. They were a year older than I was. Um, but the summer after I graduated, there was a hobby store that was carrying some Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and we would show up on Saturday, and he had a back room that he would open up for us to play on or play at, and we had met a bunch of folks there from I guess other schools and things that yeah things just didn't mesh with play styles, that kind of thing. But there were specifically two guys, Bruce and Mike, that had similar play styles to me and another Brian and some other fellows that we were all in high school together, or some of these guys were a year older than we were. And then after I graduated, after that summer, I went to the University of Idaho, and both Bruce and Mike were students at the University of Idaho, and they kind of took me under their wing. Mike making sure I did my homework before we played D&D. But Bruce and I have played on and off throughout our college years there. I even went back up to Moscow. Shoot. So after I got back from my mission, just to visit him, reconnect, that kind of thing. But most recently, we hooked up on Facebook, and he asked me to Skype into his game that he's running in Washington State. So the past, what, 2, 3 months now, I've been Skyping into his game 2, maybe 3 times a month. They play every weekend, but I'm not able to make every weekend. But when I can, I Skype in. And I was messaging with him recently about a scenario that one of the other RPG Day guys had mentioned, something happened in his campaign that reminded me of it turned out to be a one shot, but it was a one-on-one play that we did one weekend. He was house sitting for somebody, and we played all night long until like 6 o'clock in the morning. I finally got on my motorcycle to drive home. Can't do that anymore. And trying to, I remembered that, so I tweeted or messaged him about that, saying, "Hey, you remember this situation?" That kind of thing. So good times. Another set of friends I have from RPGs are my current group, guys I know at church. Now, I'm generally a pretty quiet, reserved kind of guy, so I have my small set of friends. Brett and Ed, we've been friends since like junior high, and I have not been really close to lots of other people. But when I start getting a group here locally going with my friends at church, I don't know. Well, it's not that we weren't friendly. Everybody's friendly. It's church, right? And some of them play games, and we like board games and other stuff too. So we would have been friendly with them just through that venue, but haven't been able to play specifically Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition because that was the newest thing that we were aware of, and it was simple enough for some of the guys who hadn't played any role-playing games at all to be able to buy into. And so Russell and Grant and Will and Andrew are guys that are my friends now because we play D&D together. There's a couple of my stories, some of my friends, specifically from RPGs. How about you? Happy gaming.